Welcome to CryptoKTV, another day in a blockchain and cryptocurrency paradise, like I said. Well, today we are with Sukesh Tedla, an accomplished entrepreneur and prominent figure in Telos blockchain and community. Telos is known for its focus on real-world use and adoption. Can you share some examples of how Telos is currently being adopted in various industries?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for having me here. So we started our journey at Telos in 2018. So since the launch of the Telos network, we have had many real-world use cases where governments and public companies are using Telos blockchain to do. For instance, we have a company based out of Spain who is tracking a cider company. So they're tracking different things related to the cider supply chain, whether it's sourcing the fruit to actually producing a bottle of cider. So all that process is tracked, the supply chain process is tracked on Telos network today. And there are so many examples similar to that. So there was this concept of of a use case called WordProof, where they track whenever there's a new content published, they track the content itself on the blockchain. So that was started in the Telos blockchain as well. And it's now, we just saw the news the other day that it's actually being used by Shopify as well. So there are like a lot of numerous examples when it comes to real world use cases of how Telos blockchain is being used. And in the coming week, there's going to be a super exciting announcement that's coming out from the real world, one of the real world use cases from the gaming industry. So it's going to be super exciting, and you will see a lot of other new use cases coming up as well.
We know that speed and scalability are keys factors at Telos. How do these qualities make Telos an ideal network for mainstream adoption?
So when it comes to the speed and what did you say, the speed and efficiency? So when it comes to that, Telos stands out because if you look at like any other blockchains, you can do maybe like a couple of hundred transactions per second. But when it comes to Telos, we already proven that we can do 10,000 plus transactions per second. And in the recent test that we did, it was shown that we can do much more, like 20,000, 30,000, by pushing the limits of the blockchain itself. So, I mean, the Telos blockchain itself is designed for scalability and speed. So, with the new announcements that we did in the past weeks, when it comes to Telos Zero layer, so that basically means that in future, Telos will stand out as it can support the speed and also the scalability of the blockchain itself.
With over 100 projects, that is a lot of work and a lot of projects, congratulations about that, already built on Telos, could you highlight some of notable use cases and their impact on the ecosystem?
Sure. So we actually have 200 plus now when it comes to the applications that are being built, and especially when you look at like DeFi ecosystem today and projects like ApeSwap or Swapsicle that were previously on other chains like Binance Smart Chain or Ethereum or Swapsicle was on Avalanche, for instance. When they started building on Telos, they immediately realized the speed of the network and the scalability of the network and also the low gas fees. And there is no front running, especially for the DeFi projects. So these kind of different features and functionalities of Telos makes it a unique blockchain ecosystem for new projects to come and build on top of Telos as well.
Telos emphasis on-chain governance and community support. Could you elaborate on how these aspects contribute to the overall development and success of Telos?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We really pride ourselves with the Telos governance because when we started the network, we didn't do any ICO, we didn't raise any money, so we're not. So to date, we don't have any VCs or investors that are supporting the growth and making decisions for the network. Every single decision that we made over the last 5 years is made through community governance. So we just did a governance proposal last week, which was mainly focused on the future of the Telos and how the Telos will position itself within the wider GameFi ecosystem. So this is done through the governance proposal as well. And we had mind-blowing 20% of the total Telos token holders voted on this proposal as well. So the governance is going to be a crucial thing when it comes to the Telos ecosystem and how we build the community and how we grow the community.
One interesting thing about Telos is that ecosystem offers developer-friendly tools and low-cost deployment. How does this support that growth of decentralized applications on the platforms?
Um, when it comes to the developer tool set, so I mean, like even though there are like a lot of tool set that's out there today, it's still hard for developers to come and build and get a grant or do anything within the blockchain. So when it comes to Telos, we pride ourselves with the faster application process, whether it's for grants or building the applications itself. Like, we provide a lot of tool set, and we partner with a lot of projects to provide this tool set to the company, to the projects that are building on top of Telos. So this is something that we are going to be continuously doing, and especially with our focus in the GameFi space, we will provide a lot more tool set to support the GameFi ecosystem and companies building applications on top of blockchain within the gaming industry.
Sukesh, thank you so much for your interview at CryptoKTV, and we are wishing you all the best and success in the future. And right now too.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.